I woke up in the middle of the night, but I couldn't shake the feeling that I was still dreaming. The air around me felt heavy, pressing against my chest, pulling me back into a sleep I wasn't sure I wanted. The next thing I knew, I was standing in the middle of a city I didn't recognize, yet somehow felt familiar. The streets were packed, but no one spoke. Towering holograms lit up the sky, advertising things I couldn't understand. Everyone moved with purpose, like clockwork, their faces blank. That's when I noticed the marks. On their right hands or foreheads was a glowing symbol, faint but alive, like a heartbeat. It pulsed softly as people walked past scanners at shop entrances. A woman ahead of me waved her hand, and the scanner chimed pleasantly. The door opened, and she walked in without hesitation. Then a man stepped up, and the scanner blared like a siren. The glow from his mark, or lack of one, turned crimson, lighting his terrified face. Before I could make sense of what was happening, two men in dark uniforms appeared, grabbed him without a word, and dragged him away. "What's going on?" I whispered, my voice shaky. A voice answered me, though no one was there. It was cold and distant, like it wasn't meant for me but still found me anyway. The mark ensures compliance and access. Without it, one cannot buy, sell, or exist in society. I looked down at my hands. They were bare. My chest tightened as panic spread through the crowd. A child's cry broke the eerie silence, and I turned to see a family. The parents were clutching their son, shielding him with their bodies as the enforcers closed in. The boy had no mark. "We're not taking it," the father shouted. His voice trembled with fear but carried defiance. "We won't bow to this system." The enforcers didn't respond. They moved in, ripping the child from his parents' arms. The mother screamed, clawing at them, but it was useless. They took the boy first, then the parents. Their cries echoed as they were dragged away, swallowed by the noise of the city. I wanted to run, to hide, but my feet were frozen. The voice returned, louder now, ringing through the streets like a proclamation. "Those who refuse the mark will be deemed enemies of peace. Their removal is necessary for the greater good." The crowd stood still, their faces blank, as if nothing had happened. I stumbled back, my pulse hammering in my ears. Everything around me started to blur, the edges of my vision cracking like glass. "Stop!" I tried to scream, but no sound came out. My chest felt like it was caving in, my lungs refusing to take in air. Suddenly, I was back in my bedroom, gasping for breath, my sheets drenched in sweat. The clock on my nightstand blinked 3:33 a.m. in glaring red digits. I sat up, my hands shaking, and grabbed the Bible from the nightstand. Flipping through its pages, I found the passage I'd read countless times but never truly understood until now, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. The words felt like thunder in my chest, matching the terror still clawing at me. I closed the Bible and whispered a prayer, tears running down my face. Was it a warning, a prophecy, or just a dream? I didn't know, but I knew life couldn't go back to the way it was.